Hello students, welcome to another lecture from the chapter Elasticity. In this session we are dealing the topic some problems in stress and strain and work done per unit volume in deforming a body. Okay, I am moving to the first problem related to stress and strain. First question, which is more elastic, rubber or steel and why? So this question is related to the Young's modulus of the material. So we have to compare the value of Young's modulus of rubber and steel. After that, we will get the solution of this problem. So here, the steel is more elastic than rubber because the Young's modulus of steel is greater than that of rubber. So when we are applying an equal force on both steel and rubber, the deformation is less for steel, and when the force is removed, steel regains its original configuration more than rubber. So we know that the elasticity is the ability of a material to regain its original shape after removing the deforming force. So here the steel regained its original configuration after the removal of deforming force. So steel is more elastic than rubber. Okay, I am moving to the next question, which is stress versus strain graph for different materials are given below. Which is more elastic? We know that from the graph, stress is taken on the y-axis and strain is on the x-axis. So here we have to find out the Young's modulus. Okay, the material which has more value of Young's modulus will be more elastic. The equation for calculating Young's modulus is Y, which is Young's modulus is equal to stress by strain. We know that in the graph we have taken different materials such as A, B, C, D. Here A has more value of stress. So here we have to take the slope to find out the value of Young's modulus. Slope means dy by dx. Here on y-axis I have taken stress and on x-axis I have taken strain. So stress by strain is the slope of the graph and stress by strain gives the value of Young's modulus. Here from the figure it is very clear that the substance A has more value of stress. So the numerator is very big quantity for material A. So we can simply say that material A has more value of Young's modulus. So it is more elastic. Okay. Then I am moving to next session, which is work done per unit volume in deforming a body. We know that when we apply any kind of external force in a body, it will be get strained or elongated. So we have to find out the work done in the body. The work done is stored in the form of energy, that is elastic potential energy. Okay, we know that this elastic potential energy is also known as energy of strain. We already studied there are different types of strain, that is longitudinal or linear strain, volume strain and shearing strain. So we have to calculate work done per unit volume for linear strain, and in the similar way we can calculate the value of this work done for this shearing strain and volume strain. First of all, we know that from the equation of Young's modulus, stress by strain is equal to force by area divided by L by L. This force by area is equation for stress, and this small letter L by L. This small letter L denotes the change in length or delta L. This denominator factor represents the strain L by L. So I am simply rearranging this L by L. I got the equation for Y as FL divided by AL. This capital letter L comes to the numerator and area which come to the denominator. I am rearranging this equation number 1. I got force as YAL divided by L. Okay. I kept this F on the right side and took this all other factors to the left side. So I got force as YAL divided by L. Here Y is the Young's modulus, A is the area of cross section, L is the changing length and capital letter L is the original length. Okay, we know that work done. Work done can easily calculated by knowing the force and displacement. Work done is the product of force and displacement. Here, a small amount of work is done. That's why we are denoting work done as dW, which is equal to force into that small displacement dl. Okay, so I am substituting the value of F in this equation. So we have F is equal to YAL divided by L. So YAL divided by L into DL, which gives a small amount of work done. Okay, from this we can easily calculate the total work done by integrating this equation. Okay, so W is equal to integral dW, that is from the limit 0 to L, then this quantity should be integrated. So YAL divided by L into DL. We know that the integration should be done with respect to L. So I am taking all other factors outside. We get YA divided by capital L on the outside and integral from 0 to small letter L, LDL. We know that integral from 0 to L LDL is L square by 2. So we got final answer for work done as W is equal to YAL square by 2L. Okay. Then we have to calculate the work done per unit volume. So first the volume of the wire is area into length, that is AL. So work done per unit volume is equal to that work done divided by AL. We got the answer for work done as YAL square divided by 2L. I am simply dividing this quantity with AL. That's why we got YAL square divided by 2A into L square. This additional AL come to the denominator. So our final expression becomes half. This A and A cancel out. So YL by L into L by L. I rearranged it systematically because we know that YL by L is the force by area, that is stress. Okay, the equation 2b, F by A is equal to YL by L. That is why I took this term separately and the other term small letter L by L separately. So in our term, in this equation, half is taken separately and YL by L into L by L. This YL by L is stress, force by area, which is equal to stress. And we know that small letter L by L, change in length by original length is the strain. Okay, so I can substitute these idea into our above equation. I got work done or energy is equal to half. This half is written first, half into this term is stress, half into stress into strain. Okay, so we have calculated the work done per unit volume for longitudinal strain or linear strain. In the similar way, we can easily calculate it for both shearing strain and volume strain. Our equation becomes the work done per unit volume for volume strain is half stress into volume strain. Okay. Then work done per unit volume is equal to half stress into shearing strain. Here we have to simply substitute the value of volume strain and shearing strain. The stress is same for all type of strain. So here the value of volume strain and shearing strain should be substituted. Then we will get the energy or the work done per unit volume. Okay, I hope it's clear. Then a simple problem. Question is, when an elastic material with Young's modulus Y is subjected to a stretching stress, which is capital letter S, write the expression for elastic energy stored per unit volume of the material. We know that the work done is the energy stored per unit volume. Work done per unit volume is equal to energy stored per unit volume. So we have the equation as energy stored per unit volume is equal to half stress into strain. Okay. From the equation of Young's modulus, we have Young's modulus is equal to stress by strain. From this, we are simply calculating strain by the equation by using the equation stress by Y, that is Young's modulus. Here stress is given as capital letter S, so strain is equal to capital S by Y. Then we have an equation for energy or the work done per unit volume as is equal to half into stress into strain. So half into stress, stress is capital S and strain is again taken as S by Y. Okay, we got S into S, S square by 2Y. So the energy stored per unit volume of this particular material is S square divided by 2Y. Okay. Then next question. What is the area under the stress versus strain graph? Okay. We know that in this graph it is in linear shape. Stress is on the y-axis and strain is on the x-axis. So on completing this A to the x-axis by using a dotted line, it will completely represent a triangle. Okay. OAB becomes a triangle. So we have to find out the work done or area under a graph. We have to simply find out the area of this particular figure, that is OAB. Here it is triangle, so we have to use the equation of area of the triangle. So here the area under the graph is equal to half into BH. This is the equation for finding out the area of a triangle. So here half into B. B means breadth. In the breadth side it is strain. So half into strain on the x-axis or the height. The x here the height is taken on the y-axis. Here the y-axis contains stress. So this particular height contains a particular value of stress. So we have to substitute half into strain into stress to calculate the area of this particular graph. Okay, I hope it's clear to you. I will give a simple summary. In this session, we have explained which material is more elastic, rubber or steel. We got steel is more elastic. And the next problem, which material is more elastic by comparing the graph of different materials. We got A as more elastic because A has more value of Young's modulus and A has more value of stress too. Okay. Then we derived an expression for the work done per unit volume in deforming a body, work done or the energy. We got the expression as work done is equal to half into stress into strain. Then we already did a problem, two problems related to this work done. Okay, I hope it's clear to you. Thank you.